What's up, guys? So, we're at a big mountain. At least that's what we just call it. Um, Clearly the trail goes up here and around. We're gonna do the same one we did last time. Maybe a little different, but anyway, pretty much the same route. But we're gonna do less of a lengthy trip, and we're gonna go off trail and check some things out. So obviously we got a little. This looks like it's been worked quite a bit. Maybe even like a slate path was put in. And I'd imagine it was once upon a time ago. Maybe that was another stack. But this one just boggles my mind. I'm not sure what it is. But maybe we can get some more insight if we go off trail a little bit. Looks like some burnt wood here. Very, very singed. It's old, it's not new. There's another one there. There's some metal pipes in here too. I don't know what from. Look how hard that thing's been bent. So the trail we usually take is like up there, or we took last time I should say. It's up there. There's a lot of ways you can go. You can go down, all the way down the mountain, or all the way up the mountain. There's a elevation point I'm saving for when I'm with Sarah and we get out there. You'll see why. You'll see why I waited for her. There's a lot of people here, so it's actually, I don't know where they are. They could be anywhere, but there's a lot of different trails. As I said that, I heard some voices. Look at these. That tree. Look at this. This ain't, I don't know. Is this an accident? You tell me. Look at that one. That one snapped at the base. That one snapped at the base. Almost at the base. This one, these are ripped out right from the roots. That one too, right behind it. It's all going right into this mound here. I wonder if they're trying to cover a hole. Some sort of beings are trying to cover a hole. Looks like something's shining back over there. Something reflective. I think it's something reflective. It's either that or something's glowing. Looks like a tiny little face above it, like a little head with it. It could be a critter. Something big just moved down there. It's like a big shift, like. Let's see if we can get a better angle. It doesn't look like there's any type of opening there, but they disguise these things really well. Okay, so I can hear there's a drone above my head. So if there was like a Sasquatch out there watching me, it would probably heard that drone way before I did. And just went. Or got down or whatever. But it was just like one swift movement. There was not, it wasn't like a deer walked away or took off. I don't know if I said it out loud, but I gotta be careful. There's a lot of different snakes up here. Rattlers is one of them. If one of these rock walls like this was like a cave and there was a hollow underneath, all they would have to do with their strength is take one of these big rocks and just move it back and forth. And nobody would be able to, even if you were here with a group of people, you wouldn't be able to move it to like see what was in there. And if you could, let's just say you could, would you really just go diving in there? Probably not. Oh, this tree's upside down. This one's upside down. I ain't seen that before. Not that I could recall anyway. I think that's a first. That's what's up. I've heard about that shit, but I ain't never seen it. Damn. It's so quiet. It is so quiet. I've never seen that before. I don't know, I brain farted. I wanted to double check that reflective thing. Looks like a snake hole right there. Could be a number of things though. There's a couple of, maybe these roots are pulling this ground up. It just kind of looks like there's like a stairway going up here, even though there ain't one. Like a natural one. Let's see if we can find a way up. Oh shit. It's those wind chimes. Oh, so this kind of goes back up there too. I think we kind of wanted to check that out. Alright, let's keep peeking around. Don't look like much of a hill, but when you got the rough terrain, just adds to it. We gotta watch out for those little guys. The red F's, they're called. The red EFT. Red Eft. They're basically tiny little red salamanders, I guess. Newts. This trail is really rugged, so I don't really expect to see many people out here. Wow, at least on this trail. There's a lot of people in the parking lot I picked. Oh, look at that nest, man. It's active too. This goes back to what we were saying last time. These trails, like, they're not they're maintained, but they're not like, there's not a lot that they do at all. See, stuff like that, those big rock walls, those are good spots to check, to go around the back and check what's there. What the hell? I can hear voices, but I can't see anybody. I hear 2 male voices and they're loud. Like, almost like they're like trying to be heard or like trying to be loud. Couple of crow calls. Keep that in mind as we go. The kids want to go with me sometimes, but it's like a lot of times when they want to go, it's when I'm going on places, on trails that aren't suitable. Even though it's hot, I gotta slap on boots. Feet will get torn up if I wear sneakers. More crow calls. I think it is a crow, though. I don't think it's anything fishy. The first time I was wondering, I was curious. But it's definitely not the same. It's last time there was nobody here for the most part. There's only a couple of cars. So when you break down a couple of cars into a whole mountain, it really don't matter. But there's like 15 cars out there today. But it's Saturday evening. That's the route we took last time. And then I believe we cut back up this way somehow. So what we're gonna do today is just stay on this one for now. And I was kind of taxed by the time I got onto this part. So what I want to do is kind of take this one and soak it in. I can hear these people gaining distance. I still don't see them, but if they get close, I'll let them pass because they're probably not even that loud, but everything echoes. Everything. Sound carries a lot. I mean, this is torn to shreds in here. I don't know what this is about. I mean, look at that. That just happened. Look at that one. Like 3 trees in a row. Bang, bang, bang. All 3 of them broke naturally, and then the one's next to it too. Let's see if anything else happened. This one split too. Look how new that is. That just happened too, right there. Oh, Unless like a storm just hit right here. What happened? What knocked down this huge tree? Alright, maybe this one was old, let's just say, right? But what about that one? Multiple trees, that one too. This one's laid in there. There's a little trail going through here. These are the places you find footprints. In a spot like this. Where it's brand new, just happened. You could tell by the wood that it's fresh, that it just occurred. Maybe there was a portal. The burnt wood, like the burnt looking wood, is something I'll notice that happens in portal areas. I don't know, I think it might have something to do with like ectoplasm or something to that effect. Look how big that tree was. This one's broke here too. It's insanity. Though the people, okay, they went up that trail, which is good. So we won't have to see them for quite a while. Probably won't bump into them again at all, because they're gonna go up and we're gonna go down and back. We're gonna stay on the same path. I'm coming all the way wide. First of all, I want to look at it from the backside too, and see why. If I could figure out why it was done. No shit. See, there's people actually there too, and they're sticking on this trail. Looks like, which sucks. But whatever. Yeah, look. Look at the wood. It's dark, see? See how fresh it is? Like, it's light colored, it's fresh, but then again, it's dark as hell. So it was either soaking wet for a while. Look at this. Look inside this tree. Come here. Oh, come here. Look, come here. Look, you guys are... I forget sometimes the way I talk to you guys, but look at this. Do you see this? Do you know what I thought this was at first? I thought this was like, I thought that was like metal. It almost looked like chains, like giant links that were going through this, perhaps. Look at that. I was wondering if it was an artificial tree for a second, but that could be part of a print. I'm not sure if it's going this way or that way and it's a heel. It's hard to tell. If it is a print, then and it is the front of a print, the whole impression probably goes back to like there. I did start carrying the plaster of Paris, but not on me. Just I'm leaving it in the car. And if anything happens, like close enough where I can go get it and come back. If we find a print from now on, we'll cast it if it's possible. But if I'm like 8 miles in, and I gotta go back 8 miles, and then go back 8 miles, and then come back 8 miles, like Eminem or some shit. But no, seriously, like I'm not gonna do all that. It's just too much. I'd imagine maybe they just did all this so they can chill right there and kind of post up and watch the trailhead. That's what I'd imagine. Yeah, look, those are people right there. So the trail that we were just on, as you come in, you either go past here or you go up, or then you come past here too. So literally, they don't even know I'm standing here and I'm talking. Yeah, there's a couple of groups of people. Try and create some distance. I think I'm gonna gift right here. Right on this spot. We got an unorthodox gift today, but worth a shot. Yeah, there's big impressions in here. And I'm not leaving anything that deep. Look, even when I push my heel in, it doesn't even leave anything, so it's gotta be something very heavy. Okay, bear with me, guys. So today's gift is some raw frozen chicken breast. It is it's a lot. It's 3 pounds. 3 pounds of some quality chicken breast. I'm gonna leave it up kind of high. We'll try and get some. We'll hope this holds. I'm gonna get it up high. And we'll come back. We'll check the bag. Sometimes they leave it. Sometimes there's like you could get info off the bag how they took it. You know, did they open it? Did they rip a hole in it? Did critters get to it first? You know, so on and so forth. Did they never touch it at all? Did they take the bag with the food? Because if they do stuff like that, it wasn't a critter, you know what I mean? It was something big. It was a coyote or a bear. Now this is up here on the island. We don't even have to think twice about it. It's either a critter or it's, you know, something cryptid. I don't consider Sasquatch cryptid anymore, but you know what I mean. So it shouldn't even be visible from the trail, but I could see it from here. Thank you very much. A couple of you guys donated this past week. I appreciate you very, very much. The Montauk trip is coming up, the annual trip. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to participate. But if you guys would like to donate to help out at all, I would be very appreciative. You know, it'll go into the whole thing. Whether it goes to like the campsite or gas or whatever. We do very minimal spending, but the way things are lately, just gas alone is just insane. Also, I'm not going to get into specifics. I'm not. But we have a friend of the channel. He was affected by the floods in a big way. And if you'd like to help out at all, that would be awesome. If that's what your donation is for, please leave a little note on the PayPal link. You know, when you send the PayPal, please leave a little note and say like something for our friend, or you know, natural disaster relief, whatever. I don't know, something that I know that's what it's for. I appreciate you guys. That's it. I'm not going to talk about donations no more, but I appreciate every last one of you, one way or another. I'll get back to the brush. There's a trail going off that way, and what the hell was that? Sounds like something like, that would be, Sarah said she heard that today. She said she heard something growl. And then there's the crow too, huh? Alright, so I borrowed this from Sarah. It's her spirit box. I'm gonna try and turn this on. I heard something like growl in my ear. Sarah said she heard that earlier today when we stopped somewhere. That is kind of low already. I didn't realize. Put the sweep rate up. Let's try and change the... I forget how to do it. Let's try and find a... I'm kind of like troubleshooting right now as we go, because I don't really know how to use this thing. So. Alright, we got a staticky. It's on 750. We'll just leave it on that station. AM. If something comes through, it comes through. I'll turn it down so it don't annoy anybody who's got their volume up. I gotta turn this off. I turn it off for now, period. I'm getting the vibe like that's not gonna be very useful right now. But we don't know until we try, right? Alright, bear with me. So we did actually do a vote. Oh, look at that. Look how big that is right there. That's a huge impression. Here, I'll put my foot next to it. That's where it starts and stops. It's another like 3 inches. Whoa. Did you hear that? I have no idea what that was. It had a very hollow sound to it, but it was loud and it echoed too. I'm getting off trail a little bit, but whatever. There's a lot of trails that, like game trails, that veer off. I did a vote for if you guys wanted to go back to Big Mountain or Bear Hollow Beach, and it was pretty much neck and neck when I left. It said 55% for this, 45 for Bear Hollow. So being that, I mean, there was only 10 votes in at that point, but that's when I ended up going. I wasn't sure if I was leaving later or in the morning, you know. We gotta kind of, Sarah and I just schedule, we have to schedule the walks around, you know, our schedule with the kids and each other, so this is just what worked. So it was kind of very shortly after I put that post up, but I will take note to what ends up happening from that post and go from there. Right now we're at like, oh, these squirrels are so small, it's weird. Like they have these, I don't know, just look at him. He just ran up there. Look how small he is. His tail is tiny too. He's like, it's just not that big. Surprised he's like, look at all this stuff in here. Like it's very hard to notice if you don't know what you're looking at. But everything in here is interconnected on purpose. Everything on the ground. Look at that tree's bent that way. That tree's bent under it. Like if you don't look really, really hard at the stuff, you won't really notice that it's all going into each other. Which basically tells me that there's something going on right on the other side of that. Or right on this side. Sometimes the trail breaks up what they're doing, so it's hard to say for sure. But that's a spot. This right here is a spot that I want to spend some time when I have the time. You know, I just want to say God bless anybody who's been in horrible, horrible flooding down there in Kentucky. It was really unexpected. Came out of nowhere, and it really did a lot of damage to a lot of people. And yeah, there's a pretty decent. I mean, there's not to make light of any number of deaths that occur, but there is a significant amount. You know, I think there's like, I heard of like double digits in just one county. And I'm not even really looking for info on it. I don't watch the news. We don't have cable. So whatever kind of finds me. But we know somebody, obviously, long-term friend of the channel, very good guy, very good guy. I wish I could do more, I really do. I can hear people again. It's probably the same people that went down before. A lot of people probably realize when they get down this far how far they have to go back. This was the little people area that I hung out at one time. When I was here in winter, this creek, none of this stuff mattered because everything was covered in snow. It was like all leveled out. Everything was just filled with snow and ice. There was a little bit of running water, but not much. Alright, so I'm just let that group of people pass. At least we know we have this section to ourselves now. Unless somebody comes in from the other way, but it's late in the day. It's very late in the day. I highly doubt anybody's starting a trail now. That was the idea I had, but apparently a lot of people had it. So, who knows? So, a lot of people, I'm assuming, they stay on trail and they don't cross this creek. When I did, it got a little iffy. But we're gonna try it. Kind of scouring a little bit for footprints. Look at that. That's a paw. Fairly big sized paw. See, to us, this ain't really much. Like, oh, there's no fish in here. It's just a tiny little creek. But to these little people, the Fae, the Pixies, whatever else, Sprite, like Sprite probably pick off bugs and stuff. Like they're like smaller than dragonflies. So like they probably just pick off these little bugs that sit on top of the water here. There's probably little minnows in here. The little red F's, the salamanders, are probably good food for them. Look at that trail that goes through there. It's clear as day. Something's traveling. It could be deer. It could be bear. It might be whatever that was. Let's try another spot. Sorry, my friends. Yeah, so here, look, see this? This is traveled, and then that side's traveled too. So something crosses here regularly. Probably go right up past that tree, through there. So what we want to do is kind of follow that game trail and shoot. Just follow the camera up like we just did. You never know what's on it. Can't really make out if there's something back there. It's getting kind of blurry. Or it's just blurry. Sometimes they're phasing in and out. Sasquatch have like a very advanced breathing technique. No, I'm take it or leave it, you know what I mean? But just telling you about something I know. Can I fucking document it like it's a scientific fact? No, but whatever. Take it or leave it. But they have a like advanced breathing technique that helps them phase in and out. It almost can make them invisible. I'm pretty sure it probably could. Last time we came down this trail, and then went across this bridge and went up. The first time I ever came here, I never did any of this stuff that way. We started on this side, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. I think we called it the Magic Meadow, if anybody wants to go back and look that one up. But I believe it's called the Magic Meadow, which lies right back here. It wasn't this dense, obviously, in the winter. Some odd calls coming out of there. What the fuck? There's gotta be people. It's gotta be. Somewhere. Oh shit, 45 minutes almost already? Alright, I'm gonna run out of sunlight. Excuse my bag jingle jangling. I got a lot of stuff in there because when I go out at this time, God forbid something happens, I get injured, I get turned around. I gotta have a good amount of stuff on me just in case I get stuck somewhere. If I get stuck out here. And when I know I'm gonna go off trail, especially, very, very easy to get very turned around very, very quick. This is the bigger river. Like this, it's a creek, I guess, but it's very, especially when it rains, it gets very like free flowing. Right now it's still water, but and then again, it goes. There's two trails that go that way that I've yet to take either of. We'll dive into the meadow a little bit, and then I gotta turn around. You know what, guys? I'm gonna cut this one off. I'm gonna vibe a little bit right at the entrance of this spot. Feels like I need to, and then I'll see you on the next one. So, as always, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful and a blessed day. The follow video, it'll be right there, right after this one, probably the day after. All right, guys. Have a blessed Sunday. It's Saturday, but this will be up Sunday.